The NFC East is one of the most competitive divisions by far, and the amount of trash talking that goes on makes for some interesting entertainment. And Eagles cornerback Isaiah Rodgers isn't missing out on an opportunity. Rodgers was signed by the Eagles in August of 2023, but sat out for the entire season due to a gambling suspension. He was reinstated in April 2024, and is back out on the field and ready to play again. But in order to make sure he's fully prepared, Rodgers got some custom-made cleats. When just looking at them, they appear to be a cool Spider-Man design. However, if you look on the soles, it has a message. And it's one Eagles fans will love and Cowboys fans will hate. "Dallas sucks" is written on the bottom. According to TMZ Sports, the shoes were designed by Rodney Jackson and took 6 hours to make. Isaiah Rodgers Sr. wanted to send a loud message on social media. The Philadelphia Eagles cornerback was reinstated after being suspended for the 2023 season for violating the NFL's gambling policy, ESPN's Adam Schefter reports. He may participate in all team activities, effective immediately, Schefter wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. And to celebrate the news, Rodgers posted a video on X, showing him walking up to the door with an Eagles jacket, whispering, "I'm back." Philadelphia Eagles cornerback Isaiah Rodgers is back in the groove of the offseason after a year away from football following a gambling suspension. Rodgers, whom the Eagles took a gamble on by signing him in the midst of his suspension, has already been impressing at voluntary OTAs. He opened up to the media this week about having to take the 2023 NFL season off as punishment. "The league doesn't need anybody," Rodgers said. "Rules are rules. They are there for a reason. You break them, you get your consequences. If you don't, you continue to be great. That's one thing that everyone should learn. I got to be that guy to let everyone around me know, all people around the league to know that you might want to understand those rules if you don't want to be in my shoes." A year away from the game is a long time, but Rodgers didn't waste it and instead, wisely chose to better himself on and off the field. "I worked on my speed this offseason," Rodgers said. "I worked on my hands. So I think that making plays on the ball is the one thing that definitely played a factor throughout this offseason. Just building up on my speed." Rodgers explained how he kept his same NFL routine as if he was still prepping for game day. "I just kept my schedule as if I was still playing," Rodgers said. "Sundays I used like a game day, did cardio and things like that. I took Tuesdays off. I still stayed with the NFL schedule and just continued to work. I continued to prepare for these moments. Of course, it wasn't always easy since he spent a lot of time working out alone. I'd say just being away from the locker room," he said when asked about the hardest part to deal with. "That brotherhood feeling and just understanding that I made a mistake and I did my time. And just being back around a great team and a great culture of guys and just finally getting that locker room environment back into my heart feels real good." In order to keep himself going, Rodgers would imagine himself up against Eagles star wide receiver duo Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown. "I think it's a mindset," Rodgers said. "You know, I envisioned, every time I worked out, I envisioned the A.J. Browns and the Devonta Smiths in front of me. So I think I just kind of locked in during my training and just knowing that when I actually do get back there's going to be great receivers in front of me.